All right, welcome everybody. We are in the pre-show for the Democratic debate this evening. We are entering hour number, I believe we are entering hour number 13 of programming today between the broadcast show and live streams, and we have more upcoming tomorrow morning. So thank you for joining me. We have so much to discuss and a very, very big evening. We're certainly, I would guess, the impeachment hearings of the last couple of days, of the last week, really will be a topic tonight. I have a whole bunch of things to discuss with you in advance of the debate starting at the top of the hour. This is just the pre-show. We will be going over, I have so many different things to look at here. We will be going over to Twitch at the top of the hour. Our streams of debates on YouTube almost always have gotten shut down. On Twitch, we've somehow avoided it, although last time CNN shut us down. Tonight it's NBC. So we will see. At the top of the hour, we will start over on Twitch, twitch.tv/David Pakman. So if you want to get set up, if you want to watch on corporate media, by all means do it. But if you want to watch the same debate over on independent media with commentary from people just like you and me, then make sure you're following me at twitch.tv/David Pakman. Let me make sure that is all working properly. We have 5 different screens doing many different things here right now. It does appear to be. So we will see you on Twitch at the top of the hour, but many things to discuss. Let me actually get my list. It's been a very busy day today, and I just put together the list of things I wanted to talk about. I have a variety of medical amounts of water here and some recreational like this one, and we will see what other medical liquids appear later. Super chats, I will answer as they come in. The same person sending 3 super chats to say I'd rather watch a podium, and then a 4th super chat saying Bernie 2020. So thank you for the $20. I very much appreciate that. There's this weird glitch where I can't see the bottom super chat until another super chat is sent. So Cerberus, I'll have to wait. Cerberus says, Yang Gang, love you guys. Okay, thank you very much. So question 1, how much will impeachment be a topic of discussion tonight? I think it will be a topic. I think it will present itself as a nice opportunity maybe for Tulsi Gabbard to separate herself from the other candidates in what may be her last debate of the 2020 Democratic primary. We will look at the polling here. Actually, let's look at the polling now, because going into this, we have seen Joe Biden spike in the last poll, and we've seen Warren and Sanders drop, but it's just one poll. And as you can see, the race looking very, very different than it did back in April, where Joe Biden was polling 41%, Bernie at 15%, and Warren at 8%. Where we are now is Biden at 31%, Warren at 18%, and Bernie at 16.7%. So listen, right now, I believe that the only people that can really justify staying in this thing, and I'm going to be generous here, okay? I could draw the line in a much more aggressive way, but I'm going to be generous here. Biden, Warren, Sanders are, of course, the front runners, and they should be staying in this thing. Buttigieg clearly has made the case, and you can see here the purple line. He sort of bottomed out around 4. He's doubled his support to around 8, and he's actually doing really well in some of the early state primaries, which we will look at momentarily. Buttigieg obviously should stay in. And then listen, Kamala Harris at 4, she should stay in. Maybe she can do something in a state or two. This is insane because he just entered, but Bloomberg, more than Williamson, Bullock, Delaney, Castro, Bennett, Steyer, Booker, Klobuchar, and Gabbard and Yang, he has a stronger case than they do to stay in. And then, it gets borderline around Andrew Yang and Gabbard. They probably are going to have to go relatively soon is just the reality. And I know a lot of people don't like hearing that. Let's take a look at Iowa. And I should adjust some of the things I have going here just to make it easier. And there's some very strange noises coming from outside the studio, which is very, very odd. Iowa, we may be having some kind of an alarm situation. We got a fire in the studio, folks. Got to clear out. No, I'm kidding. There is an alarm going off at the studio. Weird. Very strange. Okay, but I think we're okay. We're still here. So let's look at Iowa. In Iowa, you see Pete Buttigieg doing extraordinarily well. He may win Iowa. In New Hampshire, we have, what are the latest polls? Pete Buttigieg in the latest poll, also winning in New Hampshire, although in third place, according to the two prior polls conducted around the same time. In Nevada, you have Biden 24, Warren 18, Bernie 18, Biden leading all of the polls there. And then the fourth early primary is South Carolina, where Biden is very, very much ahead in South Carolina. So that's the way it looks at this point in time. And we'll go back to the national polls. Let me answer a couple of super chats here. Oh, yeah, people may not know this, but there are free super chats available. If you're a YouTube premium subscriber and you are on mobile, you can use the $sign. And I guess YouTube is just giving people free super chats. This was happening all throughout the impeachment hearings. And you can just send them to me. Why not, right? People over on Twitch asking me why I'm not there. We're on YouTube right now, and we will get to Twitch at the top of the hour. This is just the pre-show. At the top of the hour, I invite you to come with me over to twitch.tv/David Pakman. We also will be, oh, yes, people asking about membership carryovers. Up there, it says 0 of 45 website members. What the hell is that? That is website members from joinpakman.com. The information's there. Last big debate stream, we had 44 website members, so I just figured we would shoot for 45. Any that sign up during the YouTube portion of the stream will get carried over. So I'll show you how that works. Maxine Moore has just signed up for a membership just now while we've been talking. So that gets us to 1 of 45. If we have 1 at the top of the hour, when we switch over to Twitch, we will carry over with 1, and it would be very unfair of me not to do that. So they will be carrying over. Okay, let's look at some of the super chats that are going on. Murphy says this guy is on fire. We're on hour 13 of content today, which is crazy. Milan Davidkov with a $20 super chat says, Borny 2020. Borny 2020. Cerberus asking if the stream of the debate will be on Twitch. We're going to try it. They might shut us down. Who knows? It's so hard to know what's going to happen. Kashif says, this is my last super chat. Okay, thank you. Elias Chavaria says, hi, I'm a high school senior and considering options of paying for university. What are your thoughts on income sharing agreements and the implications? I know very little about them. I'm out of the paying for college game. I've been out of it for a while. So I would not be the right person to advise you there. James Justice says David's chalupas are burning. Yeah, we've never had an alarm in the studio before, but we did have one today. And it was a little bit stressful, I'm not going to lie. Let's see, a lot of Bernie fans checking in. Keep up the good content. Evan Moreau sending any number of super chats. Magpie's Nest Production says, do you think the main reason Biden is in the lead is because of landlines? No. When you look at most of these polls, the landline bullet point does not apply. Mario Towns says, hey, David, love your show. Keep up the good work. Ricardo Beristain says, here's some dough, David. Thanks for all you do. Who gets attacked more tonight, Warren or Pete? Okay, so let me get to the next bullet point. I am very interested tonight in seeing, do the front runners gang up on Pete Buttigieg because he's been surging from behind? Do Bernie, Warren go at each other, which it doesn't seem like that's actually to their advantage. Do Bernie, Warren team up against Biden? Does Pete come out looking different because he now has surged from 4 to 8%? I want to watch that. I do also want to see whether anyone is in desperation mode, because again, when you look at the polling, is this national? Yes, it is. You see that it's really Biden, Warren, and Sanders. And if Pete Buttigieg can continue this rise that he has experienced, and he wins the first 2 primaries in which he's leading, Buttigieg is in it. I don't think anybody else is really in this thing. Harris can at least justify staying in, but I don't know that anyone else is really in this thing. So that is going to be interesting to see. Who is even in tonight's debate? Let's figure that out, because I have been very tied up with impeachment stuff. That was the 4th debate. 5th debate. Let's see. I don't even know what's happening tonight. Like, what are we waiting for? Let's see. The 5th debate will be held on November 20th from 9 to 11 at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. It will be moderated by Rachel Maddow, Andrea Mitchell, Kristen Welker, and Ashley Parker. The candidates who qualified were Biden, Booker, Buttigieg, Gabbard, Harris, Klobuchar, Sanders, Steyer, Warren, and Yang. So we have 10 candidates on the stage again. So we will have a significant lack of depth or a lot of people that are basically just placeholders on the stage, and they won't be spoken to very, very much, is what it seems like. Looking ahead to the sixth debate, it's the day before I go on vacation. That's going to be quite a day. Who has qualified there so far? Only Biden, Sanders, Warren, Buttigieg, Harris, and Klobuchar. Only 6 qualified for the next debate. And indeed, if some of these other folks don't make it, I predict that their campaigns will be relatively short-lived. Welcome to the pre-show for the debate. The debate will not be here. It will be over on Twitch. Whoa, Elizabeth Warren popping up out of nowhere. So the reasons are numerous, and they relate to copyright, and they relate to shutdowns of our streams. So please follow me over at twitch.tv/David Pakman. We have a target of 45 new website members this evening, and we are well on our way. Annie Capek is new member number 2 of the evening. Andrew Sauce is new member number 3 of the evening, and Robert O'Malley is new member number 4. Oh, and I almost missed Daniel Demers. Don't worry, Daniel. I've got you. That's new member number 5. So we are up to 5 new members. Any that we get over on the YouTube portion of the evening will absolutely carry over to Twitch, and then it'll become a real party over there, I'm telling you. Okay, let's move now. Okay, I do want to address something serious. There is a really important issue that I want to get out of the way before we get to the really important stuff, because I've been asked to comment on this, and I really want to be very, very clear. There are questions about whether former Democratic candidate and current Congressman Eric Swalwell was engaged in an act of public flatulence live on television last night. And I am taking a position, we're looking at it very strongly, to quote the president, and I am taking the position that this was flatulence. And call it what you will. It's a natural thing. It happens. I believe that this was flatulence. And the reason I believe it is that he visibly braces in advance of it. And if it's Chris Matthews' mug, as we were told, there's no way Swalwell would brace like that. Let's take a look, and I believe that I will be vindicated
Chris,
on this.
So far, the evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
Exactly.
And the complaint that I've heard from...
He actually seems to sort of go up like that. So, I mean, listen, he is denying it. I guess MSNBC, in some sort of bizarre flatulative solidarity with Eric Swalwell, has put out a statement copping to Chris Matthews moved a mug. But it is just extraordinarily difficult to believe, right, folks? Let's just give it one more listen. And again, look for how he braces. And maybe we can even play it at half speed. Yeah, that's even better. Let's play. This is becoming like the Zapruder film. You know, I'm going to go even crazier. I actually want to see it at 1/4 speed. And let's see what happened. I think it was around here.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
His shoulder visibly went up 2 inches there. So, I mean, listen, if anybody wants to argue with me about this, I am willing to debate it. But that seems, now that we've got it isolated, just one more time, the key moment. And up he goes. I think that this is just, it's a done deal. It's what it was. Okay, let me get to some other, okay, some people disagree with me. Let me get to some of the super chats here. It's a crazy evening, I know it. Jeff Yang and Dylan Brown checking in. JCDC sends me a super chat, but says, I want you to do me a favor, though. That is language that clearly is extortive and briberous, because you're giving me the money. Well, see, it would be more briberous if you said you wouldn't give me the money unless I do the favor. Murphy says if we go until midnight Eastern, he or she will send $200 via super chat. Stephen Robbins saying, David, come on my podcast. I'm not familiar with the podcast, I must say. Let's see, who else has something to say? Harry Tailder has been watching all day. Yeah, it's been busy. How do you do it? It's just been a crazy day. It's been literally nonstop. Leo Reyes says, you're a continuous breath of fresh air in this corporate-riddled nightmare we're all under. I hope you defend yourself legally to the full extent. I plan to, against all claims. All claims, I will defend myself legally. Daniel Krieger calls Warren an enemy of the left. Oh, boy. Mysterious Future claims Bernie has this on lock. Ryan Henry Dean believes that it was too, oh, it just scrolled up. It was too loud for a fart. It was a mic rub. I mean, listen, it is weird because it is that the one argument against this being flatulative is that the microphone is presumably on his lapel. And how would it be that the fart is louder? Let me just take one more look.
Use taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election. And the complaint that
it's strange, but it could have been that loud. I don't know. Jake Herman saying, whoops, fartgate, hashtag. Dylan Brown, $10 if David farts live right now. No, we're not going to be doing that. Isaac Lewis, Bolivia was a coup, smells like the CIA. Isaac Lewis again, Bolivia was a coup, smells like the CIA. Michael Sane says, keep the content coming. Marcos Sosa says, hello, David. Soy argentino también. Hope Pete wins. Also an Argentinian in the chat. Very much appreciated. Welcome if you are just joining. This is only the pre-show. We should change what's going on because Eric Swalwell, we're off of Fartgate. This is the pre-show. Due to threats and prior incidents, we will not be streaming the debate on YouTube. The risk is just too high. Why are people texting me? They know what I'm doing right now. The risk is just too high. So we will be over on Twitch. I see people chatting on Twitch right now saying, I hope we don't get shut down and all of this different stuff. Head over there at the top of the hour. We will be at twitch.tv/David Pakman. And let me see how things are even going over on Twitch. Okay, they seem to be going well. I think it will be a reasonable place for at least to start this evening. Let me say thank you to Rosa Parker and Lucas Falor, who are new members numbers 6 and 7 tonight. The target this evening is 45 new members. Anybody who signs up now before we switch over to Twitch, all of the numbers will carry over. So we will start on Twitch with a very, very strong number. Matthew Upchurch asks, oh, it just scrolled past. You think Sondland will be donating to Bernie's inauguration fund or the Smallwell Beano fund? Swalwell, not Smallwell. King's Hound, David Pakman Show is my favorite show, The David Pakman Show. Thank you. Leo Manfredi says, if you slander Biden, I'll give you the rest of my free super chats. No, I'm not going to be slandering anybody tonight. Not deliberately anyway. But it is a good opportunity to remind any YouTube premium subscribers that there are free super chats available to you. If you are on mobile, click the $sign and there are free super chats available. Epic Fails asks, does Gymnasium Jordan have a future after Trump? Yeah, I think he's going to keep it together. I don't think that Trump will be the end of Jim Jordan. Let's see. Thanks to Pauline Allen for signing up as a YouTube member. That's different than website members, just to be clear. Colt 45 caliber. You can see the reaction from Swalwell. He totally beefed. All right. That seems to be the consensus. Okay, things are happening very quickly. XOXO Naot Chan says, Bernie agreed Bolivia was a coup. I know you disagree. No, I don't disagree that Bolivia was a coup. I just think there's a difference between a coup in which the military takes over and a coup in which the military pushes out the president and then a lunatic religious nut takes over. I just think that, the black and white thinking about, it's either A or B is where the left sometimes gets into problem. By that metric, would you say Bernie is being dishonest? Full disclosure, I believe in the coup. I think Bernie is being honest about the way he sees it. Kuya Chow says, definitely a fart. The shoulders are the dead giveaway. Pauline Allen has now upgraded her membership from Soy Boy to Beta. Thanks, Pauline. NRL says, I'm new to YouTube. Are you the new InfoWars host? That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Damian Garvey asks, what do lower polling candidates have to gain from staying in the race? Harris, Buttigieg, Yang, etc. Name recognition, fundraising, the possibility of maybe negotiating their way into, a cabinet position or something like that. I don't know. Honey Petrick signed up as a YouTube member. Thanks to Chris Roberts and Sean Story for the super chats. Fabricio Lario says, we need a few clips in Spanish from you, David. Para mi gente. We may do that. Skatari says apparently Yang misses Beto. Yeah, I saw that tweet from Yang saying he misses Beto. It seems to be the truth. Omega King Boo, you should debate Nick Fuentes. I think the dissident right could be unlikely, allows against the globalist corporate oligarch. Unlikely allies, maybe? I am from the dissident right. All right. I'm not sure who that is, honestly, but I've heard of him, but I don't know who it is. Jacob Ball, Pacman, have you seen Eric Weinstein's attack on you and Sam Cedar? Yes, I already addressed that on the Monday show. Antonio Uribe, more DP analysis, thank you. Tina Garner signed up on YouTube. Grant Zorick says free money. Mage Alextra, hey David, love your show. Shout out to Dr. Dystopia. Absolutely, absolutely. We are, if you are just joining me, this is only the pre-show. Our YouTube streams of debates have almost all gotten shut down recently. So in about 5 minutes, we will be switching over to Twitch, where we've had a little more success, but sometimes still get shut down. Twitch.tv/David Pacman. And I see people waiting on Twitch. I don't know how they know what I'm saying, but people are chatting on Twitch about what I'm saying on YouTube. We're coming in an additional 5 minutes. Thanks to Tammy Sarrow for signing up at joinpacman.com. Tammy is new member number 8 of the evening. The goal is 45. Every sign up that happens before the debate starts will transfer over to Twitch. So fear not, fear not. Giant Squid says there's no way it wasn't a fart. He stopped talking for a split second to let it out. Yeah, that's my general view. The pause and the shoulders up, for me, tell me everything I need to know. Milan Davitkov says, I apologize when the messages scroll down like that. It's when a bunch come in at once. Let me get back up. If you slander the candidates, I will pay all your legal fees. Okay. XOXO Nout Chan says, if I give all my super chats, would you say battle juice 3 times into the camera? No, I don't think so. G Smiggle. Have you seen that skit of Donald Trump feeling up Rudy Giuliani dressed in drag? I have seen that, and it's weird. But still, even despite that, Trump is preparing to say, I don't even know Rudy Giuliani. I just don't know who the guy is. Murphy, it is either over 50 or under 40. Black, white. I don't know what that means. Jesse B says, it's Trans Day of Remembrance. Say trans rights. Just a Viewer says, who is your favorite centrist Democrat? I guess Julian Castro. If it's a funny question, I've never really thought about it that way, but I guess Julian Castro, I would say. James Stevens, Smelly Swalwell and the Do-Do-Nothing Democrats. I hope that was worth it for you. Retro Ambassador checking in from Iowa State University. Thank you. XOXO Nout Chan says Beetlejuice. Okay. A bunch of these that I don't understand. David Miller listens on the job site. I appreciate that. Grant Zorick is sending out more free money. Azurus wants me to do nicknames for Pete Buttigieg, and it scrolled by. Not going to do that. Do I think Warren's recent Medicare for All split plan, Sanders will go after her tonight? Interested in seeing that. We covered that on the broadcast show today, and I do want to watch that. I think it's possible. Watch In is calling me, Watch In says that the coolest Jewish dude is Sam Cedar, not me. I was just texting with Sam earlier today. Josh says, Pacman, the best non-corporate news stream. Do you think Yang is being silenced on debates, polls, corporate news, etc.? I saw an MSNBC poll where Andrew Yang was polling 3%, and they had a bunch of people polling more than him and a bunch of people polling less than him, and his name was just missing from the screen. Like, he's not going to win the nomination. I recognize that. But, you know, neither are a whole bunch of these people. And why were they on screen and Andrew Yang was not? It was very, very odd. Let's see. Manuel Sanchez. What's up, David? Do you think Tulsi is going to kneecap anyone tonight? Hopefully Buttigieg. I doubt it. I don't think so. I think Tulsi will mostly be a non-factor. Epic fails. Who needs a big win tonight? Bernie. Bernie, because he has been, as you can see here. Oh, wait, no, this is Warren. So recently Warren is down. Bernie is back up. So it's since this period of time that it's been downhill for Bernie. Then about a month and a half ago, Bernie started picking it back up. And more recently, they both dropped, Bernie and Warren, Biden up. So I think Bernie needs a good night. Bernie needs a good night. Jessica Storm says, love you, great content. Insomniac says it sounded like a phone vibrating on a table. I don't believe that this is a phone vibrating on a table.
Ukrainians to help them cheat an election. And the complaint.
Also, why is there is he sitting on a table? Like it doesn't really make too much sense to me. Let's see. Declan Desart, did you see or comment on the handwritten note Trump was photographed with this morning on tomorrow's show? We were already kind of closed up for today's show by the time that started. I will talk about that tomorrow. Cool Vid Kid, will you do another show with Kyle Kalinske anytime in the future? Nothing planned, but always glad to. Giant Squid, who would win in a fight? Anna and Cenk from TYT or Tammy Lahren and Sean Hannity? Oh, Anna and Cenk would absolutely crush them. It would not even be funny. Rad Willie, isn't it funny how Trumpists latch on to basic humor like Swalwell's fart? Yeah, oh, they love it. They just love it. Okay, let me say a big thank you to Joseph Osorio. I guess maybe he doesn't want his whole name said. Joseph Osorio. Very good. A new member, number 9 of the evening. So this is the pre-show, not 6, 9. This is the debate pre-show. We are going to switch over right now to Twitch. Follow me to Twitch, twitch.tv/David Pakman. Download the app if you're on mobile. It takes a minute. We'll be over there in 2. Twitch.tv/David Pakman for an attempted debate stream if they don't.